Ihram comes from the word haram, means that a person they're in a state of forbiddance where they're not allowed to do things. And there are two levels. There's the major ihram, where a person they can't do all the things, and there's the minor ihram, where they can do everything except having the sexual relation. And the person, when they go for the Hajj, they start out being in the major ihram, the major forbiddance, and they can do everything. Then on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, when they've done two of the three main rituals, then they're in a state of minor ihram, and they can do everything except have sexual relation with their wife. Now, what happens is, if the person they're in a state of minor ihram, and they had sexual relation with their wife, what happens is, fortunately, the Hajj is not invalidated in that case, and the person they have to give the sacrifice for doing it, and their Hajj is still valid in that particular case. Whereas if it was before, if it was in the major ihram and the person that had the sexual relation, the Hajj is invalid, and the person they have to give the expiation, a camel, and they have to continue the rest of the Hajj, and they have to repeat it again the following year. So all those things, and the Hajj is completely invalid. But in the state of minor ihram, the Hajj is still valid, and the person they have to give the expiation. And the expiation, there's different rulings in the different madhahib. In some of the madhab, they say the expiation is still a full camel, full badan. Some of the other madhahib, they say is expiation like that of a perfume, they'll give of a sheep. And but the good news is the Hajj is still valid and still counts. And a person, they've done their Hajj, if that's the case, they just have to fix up that fault that they had in the Hajj. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best, and may peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And again, the difference in the person, they go from the major ihram to the minor ihram, on the 10th of the Dhul Hijjah, if they've done two of the three things, if they stoned the big pillar, they cut their hair, and they did the tawaf around the Kaaba, two of those three things. Once they've done two of those three things, usually it's stoning the big pillar and cutting their hair, and what's left is do the tawaf to go around the Kaaba, because that's very lengthy. So once they've done that, they're in a minor ihram, and everything's allowed except a sexual relation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best, and may peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.